Good afternoon. This is your president of our relationship saga. So I'm here again. Yes, the last time I came on here, I talked about emotional intelligence in children. We chose emotional intelligence in children because these are upgrowing offspring that needs the guidance of parents, of teachers, and of elders, of those that are older than them that can pull them through. And these children emotionally needs advice. They need to be pushed through. They need to be guided, motivated. So, and then we talked about the emotional intelligence as important skill leadership. And no, it is said to have five main elements such as the self-awareness, the self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and the social skills. But we're not able to explain all these skills. We're not able to explain this skill in leadership. We have to you have to inculcate all these skills to make one overcome this self-emotional urge, this self-emotional influence in a child. So let's explain all these skills one after the other. Now let's start from the self-awareness. What is the self-awareness? If you're self-aware of what you're going through, you will be in a better position to understand others. Yes, everybody goes through one thing or the other. Even the children, our children go through a lot of things, but that they don't really talk about with their parents. The parents are the closest to them. This is because parents are not really close. In my last segment, I talked about parents not being close to their kids, which is not advisable. Parents should be very close to their kids. So self-awareness is when you are self-aware of what you are going through. So you will be in a better position to understand others and affect people around you, affect in a positive way, not in a negative way. So when you understand those that are around you and you are self-aware, you'll be able to affect those that are around you. Rather than getting angry over little things, try to be self-aware that this is what I'm going through. This is what this person is going through. I should be able to affect this person one way or the other. And then it also means you're aware of your strength. You understand? Of your strength as well as your weakness. When you experience anger, hold that moment and think that made you angry. You try to understand the fact that you need to understand other people around you. You're keeping a journey to always help yourself and to help others. That is what self-awareness is all about. Then for the self-regulation, self-regulation is the next step wherein you think before you speak. You might find some people annoying and you might find some people interesting. We can't all think the same way. We can't all talk the same way. We can't all act the same way. We are from different backgrounds. We're from different families. You understand? So we just need to be self-regulated. Just like stabilizer, for example, in electrical engineering. It is advisable that we use stabilizers to stabilize the voltage that goes into our appliances. The voltage that comes right from the pole might be too much for the appliance, so it is advisable that we use stabilizer to stabilize the voltage so as for our devices or appliances not to get spoiled. So in the case of emotional intelligence, in the case of mind, we have to self-regulate ourselves. We have the stabilizers ourselves, so we have to regulate ourselves. We might find, like I said, we don't have the same traits, we don't have the same behavior, we don't have the same character. So we individually have to self-regulate ourselves. So we need to teach our children how to self-regulate ourselves. So now it is an important aspect where you can regulate yourself. This will impact others in a positive rather than a negative way. So the self-regulation is always in a positive way. Yeah. So no much ado about that. It's always in a positive way. You hold yourself accountable in case you make a mistake and you now think, oh God, this could be my fault. Was I able to control myself? Or maybe over little things you just go there and fight. Does it really worth it? Was I able to regulate my temper? Was I able to regulate myself? All those things. When you're angry, you tend to say some things that might be disastrous, that might be annoying. But then when you try to self-regulate yourself, you avoid those. You get. So we are going to motivation now. What is motivation? When you are motivated to do a series of tasks, you'll be in a better position to influence others. So motivation is one of the things that you know makes emotional intelligence one of the skill in leadership. It is one of the key skills in leadership, motivation. So when you are self motivated, you tend to do some things like a series of tasks that you'll be in a better that will make you to be in a better position to influence others. So it won't be difficult or hard for you to make decisions because you are motivated already and you are ready to do those positive things that yes will elevate you one way or further. So when we work towards our goals consistently, you show your employees or your students, we are talking as regards the children now. So when we have this self-motivation, we can face any form of challenge. You might not be 100% still, but I think 99% something percent will be able to face your challenges by yourself. So in terms of the children, our parents out there need to please try to bring about this motivation, inculcate it in your children, so as for them to be able to make proper decisions, to be able to face challenges when they find themselves in different environments. You understand? So now we are going to empathy. Now, empathy is when you are able to put yourself in another person's shoe and you now think about a situation. It is known as empathy. Now, let's say you want to do bad, God forbid, and then you are now thinking that if you want to do bad for a particular person, and then you now give it a second thought. What if I were to be that person? Would that be a good one? That is empathy. You try to put yourself into another person's shoes to know what they are feeling, what they are going through, to know their reaction when someone does something to them, especially when it is a bad thing. You understand? So every successfulness leads to showing empathy for one's neighbor. So we try to teach our children how to show empathy, how to put other people in their shoes, to understand how they feel, to understand what they are going through, if you want to earn their respect. Because respect begets respect. So we need to show our children how to show empathy for others. Now, the social skill. The last aspect is social skill, and it is one of the important aspects. When you talk about social, you talk about a group of people, like you talk about being exposed. Social skills are all about communicating your point of view to people. Like you are able to communicate, you are able to interact with people. They are able to build a rapport with others, which makes the relationship more comfortable. When you find out that your child is kind of shy, shyness might not really be a bad thing, but at the end of the day, shyness would withdraw such child from interacting or communicating with other children, which might bring about some sort of segregation. So let's try as much as possible to make sure that our children have the social skills, because these social skills are very important in a sane society. We find out that your children are interacting with other children, the children are able to talk fervently, eloquently with other children without having that bias of will I be heard? Will people concentrate on what I'm talking about? You understand? They don't care if anyone is listening to them, but they try to interact with people around them. They don't feel shy. You understand? So these are the skills. These are the leadership skills that are found in emotional intelligence. So we spent about 9 minutes, and I don't want to use more than 10 minutes already, so I need to brush up. So parents, please try as much as possible to make sure that our child's emotional intelligence is intact, because emotional intelligence refers to the capability of a person to manage and control his or her emotions and possess the ability to control the emotions of others as well. So in other words, they can influence the emotions of other people also. And we have talked about the important skills in leadership. There are 5. And it starts from self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skill. Okay, so perhaps you can give them an acronym to remember all this. That's an acronym for the important skills in leadership. Well, I'll think about that, I'll read on that, and I'll give it a good acronym that will make you remember the 5 leadership skills in emotional intelligence in our children. So parents out there, I know you are doing a great job. Kudos to your parents, kudos to you. Because it's not easy to be a parent. Once you start procreating, believe me, you are a parent already. And there are a lot of tasks to be taken up. Yeah. Because our children are very important to us. Our parents groomed us, so we need to groom our children as well. Yeah. So they are looking up to us to pull them through, to guide them, to build their emotional intelligence, to always socialize, and to make sure that they put other people in their shoes. So that can only that can build a sane society where we have those that have self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skill. In a government where you don't have empathy, the government is gone. When we have a government that doesn't have social empathy, the government is gone. And these are the leaders of tomorrow. These children are the leaders of tomorrow, and they need to have this self-empathy in them, which is part of the leadership skill in emotional intelligence. Please, parents, I will enjoin you to help build your words' emotional intelligence. Thank you so much for listening. And I would say, please subscribe on the channel, like, and comment. If you have any question, go to the comment section and pull down your comments. Thank you so much, and I have more topics to discuss in this aspect. So next time we'll be meeting, we might have a different topic entirely. Thanks so much for listening. I appreciate you all. Thank you.